Hello everybody and welcome back to a new video on my YouTube channel. I'm Nicholas and we're back with part 2 of my TAEYEON third album INVU Reaction Plus review. The first part was already very long where we checked out the first 5 songs, and am I thankful about the fact that it actually worked the way I wanted it to, so that I can split this 10 song or 10 B-side album into 2 parts with 5 songs on it each. You know, I had it before with an NCT album where 5 songs were too much for one part, where I then had to split the 10 B-sides into 3 videos instead of 2. Works here thankfully, so I did not have to spend more time on cutting, and you know what, was able to upload it, finish that right now, and now I'm diving into the remaining 5 songs of the album, which are Timeless, Hard, No Love Again, You Better Not, and ending credits. So without further ado, let's not waste any more time. I talked a lot and I went into very detailed in the first 5 songs. We'll be doing the same now. Next song is Timeless. Ain't you good to see how the album will now continue? Like mentioned thus far, every song managed to feel fresh and unique to one another. So let's see how the album will continue. First B-side of the 5, of the second bunch basically, Timeless. Let's go. Again, do you hear these sounds? This is what I meant with Night Vibe album. These spacey, dreamy sounds. Calmer in the tempo this time. Ooh, little ritual vibe in there. Ooh, that's a smooth pre-chorus here. Just making it a bit quieter. There's some strength this time. Ooh. Getting the energy for this chorus. Lovely chorus. Very full, very long. Especially after my annoyance with Chorus Health having such short chorus. This was much needed. Yeah, but the space here has definitely a little ritual touch in it. You know, it's a space we hear in ritual songs too, so it definitely gives that flavor. I love here how the second section of this verse feels a bit more flourished, and that way we can then put a pre-chorus. Just take that out again. Just have here the bass completely empty, well, not there. Have it work its great build up, and then also very refreshing contrast to Cold as Hell, which was very dark and deep. This chorus though. This chorus! Oh, next one too. Very English. Ooh. This interlude section between the second chorus and the bridge. Where's it? Oh, give me the... yeah. I was afraid we ended here, but no, we're getting the bridge again in the final chorus. Ooh, that high note. Oh, this song is... ooh. Again, I always say it, I always prefer instrumental outro instead of ending with the final lyric, but that's okay, works in nonetheless. Ooh. I talked about how Siren had title quality, you know, I would say the same about Timeless, to be honest. Ooh. Timeless is amazing. Timeless like mentioned, has a big switched feeling now, in comparison, especially to the song previously. You know, Cold SL, like mentioned, was the meanest song of the album thus far. I do not expect another song on the album, especially looking at the titles of the other songs, to go in a similar direction. So following Cold SL with basically a very opposite of that, you know, way more brighter and just more cheerful in the sound picture. Good choice. Timeless is vocally stunning. Easily one of the best vocal performances of the album thus far. You know, we just feel more of a raw power in there this time. You know, like mentioned, we either had more bright or talk like delivery. Here we really feel the power in her voice. You know, especially with the high note at the end, which is definitely a highlight not just of the song but of the album by far. The first picture is amazing. The first half is already pretty fun. Then the second section for that, which can either consider second half of the first of the verse or first half of the pre-chorus. I'd consider it either the second part of the or ready the second part of the verse. Goes a bit more into the tempo and everything, which makes then the pre-chorus where we then drown out all the heavy instrumental pieces there basically and only leave it at a more brighter open tone. Makes it for such a simple but effective pre-chorus there. You know, we basically go from medium to high to then bottom in the noise and the volume basically, and that works extremely well. That's such a well produced version pre-chorus there, and then the chorus comes in and sounds amazing. Like mentioned, especially after Cold as Hell had such a disappointing chorus in some way, where what we had was cool but should have just gone on for longer. This chorus is so satisfying, so full, and like mentioned, a bit more powerful this time in the delivery. Sounds so good. So timeless. Like mentioned, the bass definitely has some retro flavor in it, which adds some flavor to the song a lot on it. Timeless. We add that English word there too, with the my voice. Now he's last forever. Then a little breather before we go back into it. Very well done, very well constructed yet again. Here also, as always, English lyrics just add so much to the sing-along and re-listen factor, because the more you can sing along, the catchier and the more you want to listen to this over and over. And it's just very well placed here. Production-wise, once again, a very well-produced song. Then we get, like mentioned, to the second chorus, and after that we get this amazing little section here. Timeless, we are timeless, we are timeless. Sounds so lovely. Her English is so smooth to listen to, and it's such a great interlude between the first verse, between the second verse and the bridge. Like mentioned, here at first I was afraid we will end it there and have this as here, that this will now be like an outro section. I was afraid because, you know, would have been fine already, but just always feels better with a finale. And even though we do not revisit the chorus again and just add a bridge section, then do this little interlude figure again as the outro. So it basically does end sooner than it could have. You know, they could have done the chorus one more time because the chorus is just that good. But it totally works still as that finale and flourishing ending to the song. The vocals though, easily that's for the best vocal performance on the album. Definitely so. You know, that's basically our bridge and final chorus here. This one line, but it works then. We do this amazing high note while we go back to this repeated section. Fantastic. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Timeless, just like Siren, absolute title quality. Sorry, gotta have my bunny there for a second. Birthday today too, 10 years old. Holy moly. Wanted some pets there. But yeah, TAEYEON's Timeless. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Like mentioned, I would have taken even the third chorus here, you know, would have totally taken that. Like the high, like we go that the high note goes into the third chorus, and then we do this timeless thing again. Would have made the song go like 340 or so. Instead, actually, if we then add this little flourishing moment there with the outro section, would have probably gone near the 4 minutes. Would have been maybe too long for some people. That's why when the way we did now with the 320, still very full flourishing song. Really, really good. Timeless, fantastic opening to part 2 of this album, reaction plus review, alongside Siren thus far, in my opinion, quality-wise, the biggest, definitely soundtrack quality. Could have also been a pre-release, you know. I think Chungha had like 4 pre-release singles or so for her album last year. Could have totally done the same here. Amazing. Timeless was really damn good, and we move over now to Heart. And it does not be a full-on ballad. You know, this far there was no song on the album that is like really slow or really empty or like, you know, just feels like a typical ballad in the sense of, you know, piano, balance and whatnot. So maybe Heart will be. The title at least suggests a love topic that could go in such direction. Let's find it out. TAEYEON, Heart. Never mind about ballad. Got a rock, bass, just the bass in general. Here again though, do you hear how deep her voice is now this time? In a more talky delivery? Their range. Oh, some heavy drums. That's such an atmospheric beginning. I'm expecting big chorus here. Ooh, love this constant piano here. Oh, I love. Oh no, the extra vocals. I love the sound picture here. Now we are back to very little of lyrics, basically. Drums back at it. I love how the verses are so different from the chorus. Such a big spike here. Ooh, this song is from the Atmosphere. Absolutely amazing. It actually does have some type of ballad feeling to it, but not your typical ballads. More of an louder emotional ballad, basically. Straight into the bridge, give me the sound now. Piano in there though. Ooh. Now the first half here is with the more emptier part, and then the second part goes back to flourished. Song actually was pretty long, but did not feel like it. Oh my goodness. Where do we even start here? Okay, so TAEYEON's Heart is production-wise a song that when you listen to a lot of K-pop or just music in general, you can anticipate and just expect how the song will go, you know? after you hear the first half of it, after you, or like, actually, just after the first 10 seconds, you can already picture in your mind how the song will be. Not calling it predictable, but instead more like a type of song that when you listen to a lot of songs, you will know in what direction a song will be going. And then you prepare yourself for it internally already, and you're like, oh yes, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this, you know? I'm ready for this, and when it then delivers, ooh, it's so good. That's definitely the case here. Taeyeon's Heart is a song that has a not really similar. The thing is, Dreamcatcher Stage Review has become a great example for me when I talk about songs or have songs that are so different in its verse and chorus sound, where the verse sound is so soft and so quiet and everything. Then we have the very loud, explosive chorus or epic chorus, basically. And here the chorus isn't even loud or anything, you know, but the verse picture is so simple and so quiet and so atmospheric and so much build up, you know? When you hear that we only have this little string going on, that you hear it in this talking type of delivery, you just know, okay, we're building up here, we're going to be getting a really flourishing big chorus. And that's what we're getting. An amazing chorus with great vocals in there. We make everything feel louder with the guitar now this time. We add this constant piano in there to capture the energy and keep it up as well. Sounds amazing, and the way we then just flourish over into this more quieter picture again is on point. You just feel and anticipate within the pre-chorus already how the chorus is going to be like. Like mentioned, you could consider it predictable in some way, that if you know how these type of songs will go, you will know upon the first 20 seconds what the rest of the song will probably be like, you know, with the way we go to the chorus. But that's not a bad thing. You know, people often think that predictability may be something bad. But like mentioned, some people may not predict that. But I was like, the morning hitters, oh yeah, we're getting the big flourishing chorus. Yes, it's come on, everything. And then it just all culminates so well together. You know, this type of songs, this type of song construction just rarely disappoints me. Because you have such these soothing, left to right type of vibing verses, and then boom, you get all the emotions and all the power within the chorus. And I feel like this song live would rock. This song live would really go off. Because that's the thing, again, due to having such quiet verse picture, the chorus just stands out that much more. We just build to the chorus all the time, you know. If we have energy and noise and volume all the way through, and for the chorus as well, then you're just on your feet for it all the time, you know. You're basically hyped for the entire thing. If you only have the chorus in that way, that obviously makes the chorus feel so much more explosive, even though in this case, it isn't even a loud, powerful chorus in that sense, you know? We've heard harder stuff before. You know, we've heard harder stuff on this album before. But it still feels so flourishing and so satisfying because we spend and dedicate the verses and everything with such a deep talking type of delivery to make this chorus feel special, and it definitely does. Then we have this beautiful bridge where we continue that power this time. You know, we don't go quiet again, but instead just continue the energy from the chorus. Lyrics on point, by the way, too, adds a lot as well. But let's go through this chorus and this final section again, because it just really is so perfect. Now, here we end the second chorus, and instead of going back to the quieter part, we just carry over. We carry over. We're now fully in it. Fully in this satisfying, captivating picture. And now, that's the thing again. We use this type of song for the beginning of the song. We now had this one bridge section. And we now go back into the chorus, because as you can see deep in my heart, that's what we had for the chorus. That's the chorus now. But instead of going from this bridge picture now and go back, like that's what's so cool here. Very quiet start, boom, powerful chorus. Back to quiet, back to powerful chorus. Keep the powerfulness this time up instead of going down for the bridge, and instead of then just continuing again. We do go into chorus, the third one, but now have the first half of the chorus back to quiet. You know, only have this guitar this time, and we then build up what we did in the pre-chorus within the second half of the first section of the chorus, and then Amazing. Production-wise and construction-wise, again, incredible. Then we continue it with this amazing vocal here, with these lovely long take vocal parts, and then another lyric edit. And then have, again, this opposite of the verse pitch, where she had this dark talking voice, or deeper talking voice, into the lovely last 3 seconds being her in the high register. Just her voice, her raw voice, or not fully raw, but nothing else going on, just her voice as the fade. Perfect B-side. Heart is absolutely perfect. What an incredible B-side. I don't know, these are the type of songs that just make me happy, and someone that gives so much attention to production, because it's just production construction-wise, flawless. Absolutely flawless. TAEYEON Sard, another title track quality B-side. This could have also totally worked. Like, that's why we, at 3 B-sides, I would say these could have totally worked as a pre-release single. That speaks volumes. And again, we are at a 13-song album here, and thus far, every song has its own identity. Every song feels different to one another, and every song we see a different side of her and her voice. She is on her own. This is not a group album. It's just TAEYEON with no features. Mesmerizing. Absolutely incredible. And we are 20 minutes for the second song already. We gotta move on. Third song of the second part, or 8 B-side overall, No Love Again. Let's go into it. We gotta be a bit quicker. After this slow-paced ballady type, we go now into more quicker-paced, refreshing sounds. Oh. Again, her deeper register here. This talking type of delivery. To the more high register for the pre-chorus. Oh, lengthy pre-chorus. Another section. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's cool. I talked about that in a moment, because we haven't had that on the album yet either. Again, every song feels fresh. Oh, I love this continuous sound. You hit it. Using tempo now here again. Oh yes, every song is so good. What the hell? That's what I mean. So now be quieter and lean back for the pre-chorus sounds. In for the second half, where you think, oh, we get longer pre-chorus, but instead, boom, into the chorus. You know, you usually expect the second section there for the pre-chorus to already, just make things a bit louder and increase the tempo to signalize we're going to chorus this time. The pre-chorus sound for the bridge. That's what I mean. What, it's a different chorus now? Or? Either way, I love the voice here. I love her voice here in this. This sound suits her so well. These are the chorus. Really digging the tempo. Just a head whipping song. Oh! Oh, I thought we just cut it off there. Definitely take this over that. And even an outro. Oh my god! You know that outro is quite... I don't know why. At this point, I feel myself always thinking like, okay, how are we going to be doing this? You know, that's the thing. Like mentioned, I live for being a reactor that wants to talk a lot about this stuff I'm reacting to, and go into a lot into the production standpoint. You know, that's just my thing. I want to talk and deconstruct everything and think about, oh, would I have done that way that too? No, I'm no producer, but I have been insanely intrigued to do produce at this point. I'm just too lazy to really get into that and get all the equipment, all the kind of stuff. But like, that's what is so exciting to me, because here again, I'm like at the end, okay, are we not cutting off here? Oh no, we get an extra outro line there, you know, like a outro section. And I'm like, oh, we're going to cut it off there now with the lyric, you know, that we cut it off with the lyric. No, we actually do a little instrumental outro. But instead of doing a 2 section, which I always think is a bit of flourishing, you know, 10 seconds or like 5 seconds are enough. That's why this outro section there is very much appreciated still. But 10 seconds is even better, you know. A 10 second, basically, there's always a thing, you know, whenever it's a chorus, you'd always usually have like 2. That's why the chorus is still annoying me, because it was 1 section. How could you do that, you know? Like one half. When you have a 1/2 chorus, there's usually 2 lines. Basically called a line, you know. There's 2 lines, and we have a 2 section chorus, 2 more lines, you know. That's just logic, you know. I'm sure there's an English word for that, or like in music in general, you know. But it's always cooler to like one part of the melody, you know. You always write a melody. One section of the melody usually goes like 5 seconds or so, and that's why if we do 5 seconds at the beginning, ending as an intro instrumental wise, it's enough. But doing it twice is always more satisfying, because that's what usually you have in the chorus too. You have that thing going on twice instead of, you know, like for 10 seconds instead of 5. You know what I mean? That's a little bit off the production standpoint that you can look at here. But that's just outside detail stuff that may not be that important. You see what I mean? It's only 5, you know? That's one part. That's the melody. That's our melody. Na 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 na. That's our melody. That's our melody we have in this thing, and it's 6 seconds long. You know, and instead of we doing it once here, which is enough, but we could do it a second time to make it feel even you know, because 2 is always better than 1, because you always usually have this melody twice in the chorus. So if you only do it once in the, you know, it's enough for the intro, but it will feel even more perfect if it's twice there. Or like if it's like in the chorus 2 times there, because it just feels more satisfying, at least to me. You know, and again, I think the song goes 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Yeah, I think something around that. Could have totally added these 10 more seconds on top of that. You know, it's not necessary. It works without it. Because like mentioned, I'm just glad that we have an intro and an outro here, you know, because the top line is is really good. So I'm just thankful that we even have this one section for it. But making 2 sections for it instead, so for the intro and the outro to have 2 sections instead of just 1 with that melody, would have been even more perfect. But that's like mentioned, that's high nitpicking. You know what I mean? I'm no producer at the end of the day. That's just my my hobby here with capable reaction, reviewing and everything. That's just where I come in and think like, oh, may would have done it that way. I think this would have been cool too. They probably tried that out themselves and said, we don't need it. We just do 5 seconds, you know, or like 1 section. You know what I mean? But that's where I'm always like, oh, I want more stuff behind the scenes. I would love to talk to these producers about how they thought about all that kind of stuff, you know? That's why I love doing these album reaction, is in-depth views, and that's why I'm always thankful when people listen to this stuff, you know? If you're here, if you're hearing what I'm saying right now, if you're one of these people that actually hear all the review stuff instead of just the reaction, then are done with it, leave a comment to tell me. Would really be interested in that. Enough to this extreme detailed depth stuff though. The song is such a refresher after, like mentioned, Hard was now more of a slow burner, you know, that just had this epic flourishing ending bit and just this the way it built up the entire thing. This song is just a fun bop all the way through. The bass is just in a good tempo all the way through. You can just move yourself to it the entire time. Such a lot of fun. You know, like mentioned, this melody is so cool, so intriguing, so captivating. We just have a great tempo all the way through. And here, what I like mentioned really like, which is the first on this album, which you don't often have in general. We have this, you know, we have the very tempo bringing bass part here, and then for the pre-chorus, we take that out. And here we have this one line / section I'm talking about. And then usually, when you only do 2 sections, you'd expect the second section to now increase in tempo. That we now add that back in, you know, like that you slowly hear it come from the background, like you know, that's usually how we do that. Instead, we don't do that here, so we have both of these 2 sections for the pre-chorus without the bass, and you're like, oh, okay, we get another section, another 1, 2 like another two sections for the pre-chorus now to build it up. Have a very long flourishing pre-chorus, but instead, boom, into the chorus. That's very unusual. You don't often have that you have the 2 quiet, that you just copy-paste the quiet section and leave that as a pre-chorus without bringing in some hype and tempo again. That's cool. That's very unusual. And then again. This song is so fun. Oh, this song is so fun. But like mentioned, we already 31 minutes after the 3rd song. If I ever would have done all 10 songs together, we would reach 2 hours or so, you know? That's crazy. But like, I just love going so much into detail here. But still, No Love Again is awesome. Oh, this is awesome. This album thus far is so flawless, honestly. Like mentioned, some little nitpicky things in between, like with the cul-de-sac chorus, but otherwise, from the way it's constructed, like the album construction, you know, the track list and everything, it just all feels so harmonizing and well together, and I can't wait to listen to this album, you know, in the full sitting, you know, without the talking in between. That will feel even more, or even more special. Ooh. This is album of the year contender thus far. This is an early album of the year contender, 100%. But I do want to listen to this final section again. This part was so fun. Because here, like mentioned, that's what I meant. I was like, oh, we wrap it up here now instead. We get this section. Full in English. Really increased still sing-along factor again. No more love again. Yeah, yeah. And here was like, we cut it off here. But nope. Na, 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 na. We ended again off this one section. And here again what I meant. Just imagine we get another 5 seconds of na 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 na. It's been even cooler. You know what I mean? I'm thankful that we have these 5 seconds there, that we have that one line / section of that melody there, but it would have been even better if we have it twice there. But that's just my personal liking, you know? The producer may not like too long, it's like a double outro and intro section, so they just do once, and it's totally fine still. But yeah, TAEYEON's No Love Again. Oh my god, it's so good. This album is amazing, and we now move over to our second to last song of the album, which is You Better Not. Let's dive into it. Oh, this album is so good. I have so much fun talking about this album, seriously. And that's the thing. Again, she's a soloist, you know, and there's just so much stuff to talk about. It's so good. Now we are way more slow in the tempo again. Oh. Actually quite similar to Heart, with just the string. And with these night vibe sounds. Ooh, the tempo and the talking though. Ooh. Ooh, very gritty sound now. Oh. I was thinking about like, oh, how are we going to make this different to Heart? Very different still. Oh. Like the opening, I was like, wait, are we doing a Heart song again? You know? But this is now very different. Even the second chorus already is different. Oh! Another song that is so different. What? Ooh. and now this interlude section too? What the hell is going on? Oh, this time not even the guitar. This time just this electronic sound. Oh! What? Like honestly. Like, at this point, I'm like, holy moly. What the hell? Like, whoa. This is madness, okay? This is crazy. Like, the production in this album is, wow. Like mentioned, they're only the only thing I would like straight up criticize and say that was bad production wise. Like, that's really the only thing about this album I would say thus far that's just not good. Was the Cold as Hell chorus. That's the only thing in this album where we really say, hey, the producers did a mistake there. They 100% should have done it differently. All the other stuff that's forwards like mentioned, oh, I would have preferred it that way, but it's good the way it is, That's like the only thing that I 100% say, that's not good. Production-wise, You Better Not is again just, oh. So, like mentioned, soloists only have their voices, and obviously production behind. And it's the job of the producers to be able to make the listener invested and captivate them by also obviously telling her, they produce and write it the way that they know what her voice can do, and it's all about, I talked about in the first part, it's all about they just got to put the pieces together and make it work that way, so that something cool happens out of it. And if this album is, in honesty, a perfect showcase, an absolute tremendous, flawless showcase of how to make a soloist album feel full, refreshing, variety-filled, and special. And You Better Not is a perfect example for that. The song is, again, short. 2 minutes, 42 seconds, rather short, and still has so much to offer. It starts in a way where you think, wait, this is Horror 2.0, because we only got the string going on, of the rock bass, basically. We finally enough kick again off with only one intro section, but this is okay because the song is just supposed to be a quicker song, Know what I mean? One could think, hey, Ken, we had this for Heart just like 2 songs ago. Okay, why not? Okay, yeah. Good opening section, But you're like, okay, where's the song heading? What's happening? Then we add these little spacey sounds, and you're still, okay, what are we doing? Very gritty bass now for this chorus. Extremely different now. Then a very flourished, somewhat hip-hop style here in the bass and beats. And then we switch it up for the second verse to keep that hip-hop element and flavor alive. Well, obviously she's not rapping or anything, but the beat just has that tempo now, as hip-hop songs do, some of them have. The voice delivery is again different. Then we go again to this very smooth, spacey pre-chorus here. And now even the chorus here is already different. We don't drown out the beat this time. The beat is now here already fuller. The chorus is way different now to the first one in the sound. The second section not, but the first one was. Like, the second chorus is different to the first one. That's so cool. That's engaging. Again, this section here is amazing. I do am a bit distracted right now because the Stacey Sheehan teaser photos just dropped, so I had to look out for that, but Then here, now with some little background humming added, we go to this short but effective bridge after this cool interlude, and then we go for a smooth guitar string here. We have 3 different chorus drops. Like, what the hell? This song is a perfect showcase of how to make a soloist song feel fresh and with a lot to showcase. There's just applauding the producing it. It's incredible. You better not, you better not, you better not. It has the catchy sing-along stuff in it too, like, wow. And I'm actually, here it's actually fine that we just wrap it up like that. I think that's actually okay here. Because like mentioned, it's definitely, even though, which is weird because I think it's it actually comes before Weekend, you know? Basically, the short song before the final title track song, with like music video release song of the album, basically. This would have probably been even better positioned in between. As another interlude type of song, you know, but because it is short, you know, and just ends it properly. But here, actually fine with it ending properly. I think that's totally okay because the song itself had enough to offer to make up for that. Whoa. This album, what the hell? Like, holy moly. This album is insane, and we have one more song to check out. Hallelujah. TAEYEON's INVU has been absolutely insane. I am a bit distracted right now by Xion, my girl, but let's move over to the final song, which is ending credits. And I first thought, after seeing the track list, okay, this would now be an outro, basically, because we did an intro, mid-section, instrumental, and whatnot. But no, it's also a full song. 13 full songs. As far every song felt different. It had something else to offer. That's why now, after I have to write a chorus, after I have to write a comment, sorry. Sorry, I just have to add that there quickly, because like I mentioned, even though TAEYEON, but like these Stacey teasers though, seriously. Oh, you're also listening to Stacey and watching them. We're 1 week away from Stacey too, so ooh, it's going to be fun. But yeah, had to leave a commentary really quickly. Wait, Obliga, yeah. sorry. Had to leave my comment. Now we can wrap up this incredible album and already album of the year contender with the final song. Ending credits, obviously fitting name for the final song of the album. Let's go. Oh. Very chill opening. No loud element at all. We'll be having also a very flourishing chorus this time. Oh. Oh. Oh, these epic drums here now though. Oh, this build up. Ah, okay. Okay. We now have somewhat of an outro with a lot of instrumental focus, but as song, I see. Oh, this feature. Very loud electronic instrumental, but it's not too noisy or uncomfortable. Ooh, my name's carved in the guitar. Oh, what a first half. Now we go back to the first verse picture, but now at the soft but prominent bass to give us something to move with. Ooh, but this pre-chorus here, such a epic song to wrap us up. Perfect placement as the final song. A perfect finale song. Like, absolute perfect wrap up for such a long album. Yeah, this is a very comfortable electronic sound. Even though it is loud, even though it is gritty, it's still comfortable. It suits the rest of the very cheerful and epic type of finale feeling we're supposed to be getting from this. Her voice though. Oh. I do think we should have ended with a high note. Maybe we're still getting one. I will say that will restart. Oh, that's smooth, because if you listen to this on loop, you will now do restart the album. Ooh. Okay. Ending credits, just like the title suggests, it's a perfect wrap-up song, you know? From both the feeling, from the anticipation to the way it sounds. This works perfectly as an ending song, and I think any other placement would be weird, but wouldn't have happened because the song is slowly produced to work as an outro song, you know? It has that outro feeling to it because it has such a lot of instrumental focus, but is produced as a full song, which I like mentioned earlier in the first part already. Definitely enjoy more than just having a 1 minute instrumental outro. Just always more of a fan of that. I will say though, which I fear right now, which I will see on re-listens of course, that given how long the instrumental sections are here though, that you may be bored by it at the end, you know? Because, like, even though, like mentioned, it may be gritty and loud, but it's a comfortable, you know, it's not uncomfortable to listen to. I still think they definitely should have added some extra vocals there, you know, in between. You know, only having the, like, my ending credits, the credits in between, maybe a bit too, not enough at the end, because, like mentioned, we have such, it's a lot. I think, I don't want to now go exactly and count it, but I think, from the 3 minutes and 40 seconds of song we have here, at least 90 seconds or nah, maybe not 90 entirely, but a long portion, at least a third of the song probably. Right, the would be 90 seconds, but a very long portion of the song is that instrumental section of the chorus, you know? And while when the chorus takes up a lot of the song, that's not often a bad thing, you know, just look at songs like Margot as an example, or G-Friend, where the chorus is extremely full and just flourishing and everything. Here, like mentioned, it's majority instrumental chorus, just a little bit of lyrics. May end up a bit too repetitive near the end, and would have definitely been mentioned like cool to just add some more vocalizing, you know, like and like a high note at the end too, or something like that, to have something to look forward to more. Because I think that, like, the final chorus was basically just like the first or the second, you know? That's the only thing I fear for right now, that even though, like mentioned, it works perfectly as an ending song, they could have put in even more to make it really feel even more bigger, even more like a finale, to an album, rather than like a glorified outro, like a glorified instrumental. Because, like mentioned, the rest of the song is good vocally and everything, but does not now have highlight sections like previous songs. That's definitely what I fear right now, that the song may end up as a skip, or where you're like, I want to listen to INVU right now, so, you know, I just skip to the rest of the song or something like that. That's the only thing I think could happen here, for some people at least. I will see about that yet, because I always say instrumental choruses can be fun and everything, but especially when it's such a long section here like that, without any extra vocals or without a high note or so or something like that, that may end up a bit too one linear at the end. But that's again just a personal preference thing, and maybe it won't be like that, and we'll enjoy the song a lot on when going through the album, just listening to the album. Maybe it will end up like I just said, and we'll just say, okay, you know, I would just skip that song, or maybe even go as far and then say boom, I would just blend that out and just have my finale of the album be You Better Not or something like that. Who knows? That will show on re-listens. But even without that, as simple and as straightforward as the song is and feels like an instrumental into an outro song, Any Credit is still a good song that works, like mentioned, perfectly as a wrap up of an album. Just could have been even, you know, just added more in there. However, though, it's still a good song, and therefore, and it's still very different, especially, and therefore, all 13 songs on Taeyeon's third album, INVU, are different from one another, are different in the core, to the delivery, to everything. We basically had so many sides from her on this vocally, from deep to high register to talking to just quicker pace to emotional. We actually did not have a full-on ballad, which I'm actually surprised by. You know, with like 13 songs, you'd expect at least one very slow piano-driven ballad or something like that. I would have totally taken that. I love ballads, especially at every moment. We did actually not get that. They really managed to make a 13-song album feel special, not repetitive. And that is extremely hard to achieve, especially with a soloist. Where I have to give big credit to the producers, because, like mentioned, the producers play Lego. The producers just, you know, it's up to the producers. Obviously, big credit to Taeyeon, who obviously needs stability to basically, you know, like let's say there's head chef or agents or whatnot come to you and say, hey, you're allowed to produce on a Taeyeon song for the album, and then they're like, yes, they will be happy because they know what range she has, what range her voice and everything has to deliver, and they know basically how much we can do. Like mentioned, it also feels like wrestling at some point. Music production feels like wrestling at some point. You have to rest. Let's just basically, I'm the promoter, I'm the booker. I have Taeyeon and have to book a match around her. In this case, the metaphor is I am the producer, I need to make a song with her. She has such an ability. She can do so many moves. She can work any type of match with anybody, with anything, you know. In this case, her opponent would be the instrumental or just the sound genre we're going for. And I, as a booker, would be so happy to book a match for her or produce a song for her, because I just know how wide her range is and that she basically can do anything. And that is obviously where the credit does not only go to producers who did a fantastic job in the way they used her and implemented her in the songs and just did the mixing and recording and the production, everything, but also obviously credit to Taeyeon for having such an ability, for having such an incredible voice, whatever it's deep tone, slow, quicker pace, higher register, more powerful, lean back, chill vibe, anything, she can do it all. And alongside with the producers, I give a bow down and clarify this as easily album of the year contender. Every song has its own identity. Every song feels different. No song of the album feels similar to one another, which is so hard to achieve with 13 songs, with a soloist, without a rapper or anything like that. Groups just have it easy in that sense. What an absolute colossal production. Like I mentioned, 13 songs. 13! Several pieces of that high quality too. Just wow. Just wow. Taeyeon's third album, INVU, which was my first Taeyeon album, may I say too. You know, I wasn't sure what to expect entirely. Simply amazing. Album of the year contender without a single doubt. I can't wait to listen to this album break list, you know, without interrupting myself by having to talk and reviewing stuff. So excited for it. So excited for more catching up on Taeyeon's. So excited to check out more albums from her in the future and everything. This was an incredible experience. I had so much fun with this. I enjoyed this a lot. And I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction plus review of Taeyeon's third album, INVU. If you did, gladly leave a like down below to show me that you did. What are your thoughts on Taeyeon's third album? Which song is your favorite? What's your favorite piece? What's your favorite line? Your favorite chorus? Everything. Tell me all about it down below in the comments as well. And as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, if you want to support me, then you can gladly leave a sub as well, or support my Patreon. It would help me a lot. like mentioned, we will be doing more catching up on TAEYEONs, at least 4. We will maybe be checking out all of her albums on this channel. You know, obviously not within the next month or so, but like, we have so much time. This year, next year, the year after that. We have so much time to go through it all. So look forward to more TAEYEON reactions. And for whatever other content you may be interested in, whatever other content you may want in for, I'll be seeing you again soon on this channel. Stay safe, have a happy. Have a great time. Have a great week. And see you again soon with more TAEYEON or K-pop reactions. Thanks for watching.